Aloha Rainbow Wahine Volleyball fans, Tiff Wells here, the voice for ESPN Honolulu and also CBS Sports Hawaii. Recently caught up with third-year head coach Robyn Ah Mow. Kind of talked about the season, her expectations, the recruits, players coming back to the program. Let's take a listen into what Coach had to say. All right, so Coach, how excited are you for your third season to start as a head coach?
I think it was me and Angelica that were talking, and I think it was like maybe 3 weeks out. I was like, oh, it's gonna start soon, and we just started high-fiving. And then within like the weeks, leading up to the first Saturday, or actually the first Friday, the Friday of our meetings, we kept texting each other when we wake up. Let's get this, or let's go Bows with, the high fives and stuff. So, we were excited. I think we definitely have a taller team. There's definitely more arms in the gym right now. And yeah, just a little bit more physical. And the freshmen coming in, the ball handling skills and, the volleyball IQ is a little bit higher than the last 2 years. So it's not, we don't have to spend as much time on one, getting into shape, because they learned from the first time and the second. Two, the ball handling. Like, we don't have to spend so much time on the ball handling skills. So, it's going pretty good. What we're looking at in the gym right now is just a lot of athletic. The squad is very interchangeable. Like, you can, if somebody's having a bad day, we can bring somebody else in. So that's I think where we're at right now. As far as our schedule, I'm just hoping that they come out and they can play together. Obviously, there's 9 new people. They've never played in the stand before. Minus Joe and Kyra. Mm-hmm. Kyra probably knows, but I don't think she's ever felt So I think just getting them used to playing in front of a big crowd and gelling. Like, there's a lot of people saying, oh, your team, they look really great, this, like, all this hype on your team. I'm like, I get it. They're very physical, they're athletes, but they still have to gel together. I just have to get 6 or 7 of them to gel together. So it's kind of hard with just 7 and 9 new people.
One athlete from Louisiana, one from Ohio. Not the traditional recruiting beds for Hawaii women's volleyball. How did you and the staff get Amber and Riley to become a Rainbow Wahine?
A lot of work has to go out to Kaleo and Ange. They went out. We went over budget, I think, first year, got busted. But they went out and they just kept going, like all the tournaments. They actually want to go out to more tournaments, and they've been okay with that. And they just keep going and going back, staying in the late pools, looking for that, as Dave would call it, the diamond in the roughs, Amber came and she was playing in the Patriot, division, which is one of the lower divisions. Mm-hmm. And Ange stayed and Kaleo stayed to just go and, keep watching her, see how she, how much she grew. So just, hard work from them.
4 transfers, 1 from Utah, 3 from Oregon. Almost like a Pac-West, or a Pac-12 West Coast, if you will. Jolie, Kyra, Bailey. We can talk about the Oregon transfers.
Those Oregon girls, they're all goofy. Yeah, they're all goofy. But they're great athletes. Yeah, great athletes. Kyra brings a little spunk, she's always like this little energizer bunny. And she's, she just gotta steady out a little bit of her passing and her defense. Serving is awesome, I just got to know Brooke. Obviously she was across the net from us, tore us up from the back row. I'm like, who is this girl just slamming the ball from the back row? But she's a volley kid too. She can jump, hit, block, play, great defense. So she adds a lot to the team as well. Jolie's got a great arm. She's got size. Help us out in the front row as well as the back. She's got to get going her defense and serving a little bit, and passing.
6 starters graduated from last year's team. Fast forward to right now where you have 7 returnees, 9 newcomers. How do you and your entire staff, as well as those returning, get the newbies on board into the Rainbow Wahine culture?
Oh, it's easy. First day, meetings. you have this big thing. They laugh at me now because it's like, Coach Rob, it's getting bigger. I'm like, yeah, because I learn each year and I have to put it in my little, it's like rules plus culture put together in our thing. We have to turn into administration. But in the first, like, maybe 3.5 pages just about culture. How do you act? How do you act in the gym? What kind of effort you get, all of that. So it's all set the first day. And I just go around and, everybody either signs it or I just acknowledge, like, you understand this. This is what we are trying to build. Do you understand? Yes. Okay. So everybody's maybe like 90% catching on to, the culture that, we as a staff want to build here. If you're not on board with that, then I just kick you out of the gym. Simple.
Talk about the first day of fall camp, scheduled for 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. By the time you walked in, the entire team was already warming up.
Yeah, that was a good one. I was like, what? You guys are warming up? I guess, from the 2 years before. Like, usually we'll walk inside and they'll all be on the sidelines just sitting down, like, okay, now we gotta warm them up. But, after 2 years, they get yelled at and they start learning, I guess. But this past summer, I guess McKenna Ross had been telling us that she's, they've been getting in the gym during the summer. They're working out hard, but obviously we can't come and watch them. I give her the joke back, like, yeah, right, whatever. I'm like, we'll see. No, Coach Rob, we are ready. I'm like, okay. So, I mean, they were ready.